There we go. Hey guys. So I'm in my bedroom and I just got home and I had to go get some stuff downstairs, but I'm having such a bad day today. I feel like I'm a bad mom and it's hard not to feel like that whenever, it's hard right now. Like it's really I'm having a really hard time. I just feel bad because I feel like I'm not doing everything I could, and I try to make things fun for my son. Can y'all hear me now? Hey, hold my beer. I try to make things fun for my son, but it's like um he's an only child, so I don't have any other kids to play with him, you know what I'm saying? He's at that age where um he is like getting hold on. Can y'all hear me? There you go. Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me? I might have been holding my hand over the earpiece or the mic. The mic. Um. Anyway, I'm just fucking having a bad day. It's hard being a mom, y'all. It's hard being a mom, and it's especially hard being a mom during um, Corona fucking virus. Hey, vegan for life, not just for fashion. I'm in recovery from drugs and alcohol. Drugs and alcohol, baby. Cocaine, crack, meth, heroin, oxys, alcohol, Xanax, Klonopin, Valium. I did it all. I did it all. I was an IV drug addict. So, for 13 years, shot up dope. So, um, do you know what I'm saying, you guys? I'm just like it's hard when you have, especially, and just so you know, that black piece of tape up there, um, um, right there. Did I tell y'all the story about how that happened? That's a literal piece of duct tape. Let me tell y'all about that real fast. So last year, maybe it was the year before it was when I first started my channel. I'm sleeping in the bed, right? And it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. And I hear something like rustling around, like it sounded like it was scratching. And I was like, what the fuck is that sound? And I opened my eyes and I looked up, and there was a claw coming through the ceiling. A long black claw. I'm talking like this long of a claw. A claw, y'all. There was a motherfucking raccoon in the attic, and he was trying to come through the ceiling. And so I remember jumping out of my bed. I grabbed the light over here. There's a little lamp. Took the lamp shade off and I shined it up there. Said, get back, scat, scat. And he took his little claw out of the ceiling and he went back over in this corner of the attic. Well, of course, we had to call what is it called? It was like the bug people is what we called. And the people that like do termites and stuff like that, they came and they set a trap in our attic. And it was a huge mama raccoon. So they caught the mama raccoon, and then there was a way she was getting in through the house. She was getting in through one of our gutters over there. So they patched that up and everything, and then took her and released her, and she didn't come back because they usually will come back. But if you could just imagine the horror of waking up and seeing this claw coming through your ceiling. I was thinking, am I hallucinating? I'm sober. Is this the devil coming for me after all the bad things I've done all my life? So, yeah, that's the story from that list. So what I did was I fucking put a piece of tape. It's this little hole, and I didn't want it to spread. So I need to get Neil to patch it up with some of that stuff. But anyway, that's the story behind that. Let's get back to the subject at hand. So it's summertime, okay? And It's hot as hell here in Arkansas, just so y'all know. It is hot. Um, and my little boy hates it. He's just like me. He hates it. He hates being out in the heat. He doesn't like being all nasty feeling, right? And also, it's, coronavirus, and we were letting all of our kids get together and play once it started going down, but now the numbers are going back up, so I don't know how Nate's friends' moms are going to be. So I reached out to one of his best friends and said, hey, can we please hang out today? Like, my son just needs to get out of this house, you guys. He needs to get out of the house and get off of his Nintendo Switch. So one of the things that's hard for me to do is discipline my son because of my addiction. I wasn't around for 1 year of his life. And because of that, I parent out of guilt, okay? So I have a lot of guilt and shame because my son was taken from me by CPS. And so I feel really guilty anytime I have to discipline him. What are you doing, Chicken Nugget? You want to say hi to everybody? You look nice. I like your outfit. Thank you for changing. Put on your matching tennis shoes and let's get out and do some...
We're not doing anything.
Go get your tennis shoes on, Mr. Nathaniel. You are 6 years old. You do not make the decisions. I make the decisions. Go get your tennis shoes on. Okay? I don't want to have to be, Nathaniel, I don't want to have to spank you, but you're really pushing me, okay? Go get your tennis shoes on like a good boy. He tells me what to do around here, and it's getting out of hand, as you can see. We're not going anywhere. We're doing what I want to do. You know what I mean? And I cannot help but think that the reason why he acts like that is because of me. And listen, I know it's normal for kids to talk back and not want to do things, right? That their parents want to do. I know that's normal, okay, guys? I know it's normal. But this is more than just saying, I don't want to do this. Nathaniel's getting out of hand. He's starting to say cuss words. Bad cuss words. And he thinks it's funny, and it's not. And I don't cuss. I really don't, cuss to him or anything like that. But him and his little friends, I remember the first day he came home from kindergarten. He came home from kindergarten, and I was asking him what he was doing and how it was, and it was like a week into kindergarten, and he started saying shit fucking damn. And I literally cried my eyes out because I was like, what the hell? And I was like, Nate, we do not say that. Those are bad words, right? Oh no, him and his little friends are 17-year-old boys in their mind, and they go hide and they say shit fucking damn to each other over and over again and laugh about it. And so I remember when I was a kid, saying cuss words and stuff and thinking it was funny, but I don't remember being 5 years old and doing it. But also my parents were we were really sheltered. And so Nathaniel grows up, he's not sheltered like I was. We were sheltered to the point, you guys, where we went to church every single time the door was open. We were in revival for weeks on end. I would fall asleep underneath the church pew. It was really strict. And so my son has a lot more freedom than that, but I just feel like if I don't get this nipped in the bud now, he's going to be out of control. He's going to be one of those kids on Dr. Phil or fucking on TV on Intervention, I could just see it now. When I was growing up, my mom was helping people get sober, and I knew not to get on drugs, but now I can just see it. You know what I mean? 4 and 5 say cuss words, a-hole, and tell me what they're going to do. It's a work in progress. Just keep on. Thank you, Grandma Kim. That does make me feel better. You still don't forgive yourself. You're a great mom, Nichole, and you're doing everything in your power to continue. I don't. I worry so much that my choices affected my son. You guys, I was listening to this guy tell his story the other day, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to cry, you guys. It's hard. It's hard being a mom. It's hard being a mom, and it's hard being a mom when you have to stay at home because of fucking coronavirus. That's hard. You know, when the kids can get out and play and have a good time, it's not difficult because we can all hang out. But even then, like, I don't hang out with a lot of people. You guys are my friends. And I have a couple of other mom friends, but I'm not really close with those people, you know? Like I am with everybody on here. And, anyway. I have got to get my son in check. It's like I'm trying to find this happy medium between my dad and the way he disciplined us when we were kids, and then my discipline. Because when I was a kid, I was so afraid of my dad. Sorry, I felt like I looked like a bowling ball head. Because my fucking face is so goddamn round. Anyway, I remember when I was a kid, my dad would scare us. Like, that's how we would be disciplined. And so I don't think he meant to scare us, but he was so mad when he would discipline us that instead of waiting until he was not angry anymore, he would discipline us when he was angry. And so it was really scary, like getting hit with the belt, you know. Always on the bottom. I wasn't abused, but I got whacked with the belt a couple times real good. I'm trying to find this happy medium to where I can parent my son and not have to scare him into listening to me. Because I don't want to do that. I don't want him to be afraid to talk to me about things. So, let me just give you an example. I spent $300, probably $500 now on this Nintendo Switch, you guys. I bought the Nintendo Switch with 2 games, which was like $397, okay? Because of the games. The games were like $60 a piece. He's 6, girl. He's 6. Like, he doesn't, I can't talk. I have to figure out a way to talk to my son to where he can understand and he can like listen and hear me and actually take it in. Like, I just sat down with him and I was like, listen, I don't want to have to. Hey, Tim, I love you. To time, there's so many of you guys in here. I'm sorry. Single mom, my husband passed from heroin. Hey, Controlla, what's up, girl? I've seen your channel before. I really appreciate you coming in here. Hey, Tim, I'm trying, man. I'm having a bad mom day. Y'all go subscribe to Texas Prison Stories and his second channel, Texas Bird Watcher. It is hard being a mom. I used to put my kids in taekwondo, music lessons. I believe in keeping kids busy and out of trouble. I'm a grandma now. I went through it. Yes, Judy, yes. Take It or Leave It podcast. You might like it. It's about parenting and it'll make you laugh and see that you're doing just fine. You know what I had to do, you guys? I had to call my friend the other day and I was like, who was I talking to? Oh, I was talking to my sponsee. Sam, if you're in here, I was talking to Sam. Sam called me and I said, girl, I got to talk to you about my son. He is acting all kinds of crazy. Tell me if this is normal, you know, like, I have never been around boys that were growing up. And so
my son likes to talk about his wee-wee all the time. All the time, y'all. Is that something normal? Is that normal that boys talk about their weenus all the time? It's like every single day I hear something about his pee-pee. And I'm just like, okay, babe, I guess that's what it's supposed to do. Like, I don't even know what to say sometimes. Pistachio ice cream. Hey, Liz, what's up? Thank you, girl. I love you. But I feel like I'm losing my mind, you guys, and I feel like I'm losing my battle as a parent, and it's very, very hard. And that's why I get very emotional about it, because I beat myself up so much. I know that my son has everything. He has everything he can want and more. And that's the problem. I truly believe that the problem is that I have spoiled him. I have spoiled him to the point where now I'm paying for it. So I took his Nintendo Switch away, and let me tell you, I took the Switch away from him, and he called me a bitch at 6 years old. Okay? This is the level that I'm dealing with. Okay? So that's why I want you guys to understand, like, I'm not just like, I'm tripping out, because I can't even believe he's saying that word. Like, what? To me, especially. And I wanted to grab him by his little neck and beat the shit out of him. But you know what I did? I shut the door. I said, I know you're upset because I'm taking your Nintendo Switch away, but I'm going to leave you in here to cool off, and then I'm going to be back and we're going to talk about this. But that's what I'm going to have to do. It's going to have to go to beating his butt. RC off-road racing. I already know, man. That's what I told my husband. I said, do you know that if I said that to my mom, she would beat the dog shit out of me. She would literally throw my ass over the bed and wear my ass out. And then when my dad would get home, he would wear my ass out. So I would get wore out by my mama in the morning, and then I would have to wait all day and know that my dad was going to come home and wear my ass out. And then he would be home and wear my ass out. So I just want you guys to know that's what I'm dealing with over here. So I'm not just complaining because he's acted like a kid. I'm worried because I know what happens, and it's already happening. It's because of me. It's because I don't know how to parent. It's because I don't know what I'm doing. So, now that I've literally told the world about my heathen, I hope you guys understand, like, I give my son everything. I take such good care of him. He's so lucky to have a family like us, because we have had our struggles with drug addiction, me and my husband. And because of those struggles, we have lost our son to CPS for 1 year. And it was the hardest thing we ever went through. The hardest thing. See, Judy, that's how I feel, because I feel like when I got hit by my dad and my mom, it made me afraid. You know what I mean? And so I don't want to spank him and then him be afraid to talk to me. So I want to talk to him and sit him down. But soap, that's what I was about to say. Washing the mouth out with soap. Just if I put a little bit on the toothbrush and make him put it on his tongue, it is so hard. It is so hard, because it's like they're 6 years old, you guys, and I feel like I'm talking to a little grown person. You know what I mean? Hey Bryson, I feel you. I went through some shit. CPS is the devil. Yes, and it was like I fought for my son, you guys. I fought for my son. When he got taken away, I fought so hard to get him back as fast as I could. You know, I went straight into rehab. I didn't look back, and I've been sober ever since 5 years. 5 fucking years. I haven't shot dope. I haven't drank alcohol. I haven't even smoked a cigarette in 3 years. I've been off cigarettes for 2 years. So it's like, then I have to like see habanero sauce. That's dangerous. I don't want to put no hot. But my little boy, listen to this, y'all. He loves hot salsa. So he'd probably be like, this is good. He doesn't ever call me my first name. He calls me mom. And, you know, but let me tell you guys, like, I know right now that he's spoiled and that I'm over here raising. It's like he thinks he is the prince of this house. You should hear it every morning. Mom, Dad, I'm hungry. Get me breakfast. It's not fast enough. Reheat this. I need a drink now. Chocolate milk, please. It's like, I literally cannot believe how hard it is to be a mom. It's like, I might as well put on a waitress outfit with a little, y'all, I need to put on one of those maid outfits and run around the house with my little fluffer thing, dusting, and yes, Nate, what can I get you next? Yes, Nate, what can I get you next? I kissed the cook apron. And here's the thing. This is another thing. And maybe some of you moms can relate. And you dads need to hear this. You dads that are at work all day need to hear this, okay? My husband is at work all day long, okay? So he doesn't see what's going on. You know what I mean? So when he gets home, he wants to love and play. And, you know, boys will be boys. My husband and my son are like, they are the same. And so, and my son even tells me that. He's like, Mom, Dad is I love Dad more than you. And I'm like, that's okay. It's because he's a guy. You know what I mean? Like, I understand. It's like, it's a father and a son relationship. But my little boy be like, I love Dad so much. I love him so much more than I love you. It's like, what? But it's because my husband is at work all day, I'm stuck being the disciplinarian. So I'm the one who has to be the enforcer. And y'all know the enforcer always gets a bad name. So, like, right now, the Nintendo Switch, I have it on lockdown. I'm not giving it back to him. He's not getting it, especially after calling me the B word. Like, I never in a million years thought I would hear that come out of my 6-year-old son's mouth, y'all. But it is what it is, and we're here. And so now I've got to make some changes. And so I've been trying to wake up earlier and do things out of the house to like get him to burn some steam off, you know. But like right now, it has been really difficult because the coronavirus is like, it's just making it really hard to be like, there's nothing to do in Arkansas. Everything is still, I just looked up on the thing and shit's still shut down here, y'all. And it's like, I just got back from Branson a week and a half ago and we had the time of our lives doing everything and anything. Branson is all up and running, but here in Arkansas, nothing. You can't even, nothing. So I feel so much better. I'm sorry about getting really emotional, you guys. I know a lot of y'all are new to my channel and probably haven't went back and watched my videos from when I first started this channel. But if you go back to when I first started my channel and I was just like carrying my phone around with me throughout the day, you'll see a lot of videos like this where I just come on and I just share with y'all what I'm going through each day, you know? And so I have tried to be a little bit more organized on the channel and do like more recovery support group meetings and stuff. But every now and then I like to come on here and just tell it like it is, you know? So that's the struggle I've been going through, y'all. Parenting is hard. It's hard being a mom. So you guys that are out there that work all day long, You know what I mean? Be grateful that you get to be away from the house and that you don't have to be the one who's being the disciplinarian, you know what I mean? Because it's hard. And it really is hard. But anyway, I feel better now. I'm going to go in there and talk to Nate. Hopefully we can have a good conversation about making changes with his vocabulary since he is only 6 years old. And how the hell did he ever come up with... I can't even believe it, you guys. Like, every time I think about it, I'm just like, oh my God. I have got to get this little monster in check. Okay? All right, you guys. I love y'all. Today's Thursday, so I'll see y'all tonight at 8:30 Central Standard Time. We will do our meditation. It'll be like a 30-minute meditation. And then on Friday, we'll have our Mara support group meeting at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay? All right. Love you guys. Thanks for listening to me cry. I'm sorry I was crying so much. I know I don't mean to make anybody else sad or depressed or anything like that. I really do show my emotions, and I cannot not show it. So if you came here for like all unicorns, rainbows, and Skittles and glitter, honey, you're in the wrong channel, because this is real life up in here. So if you're down for real life, then stick around. All right. Love you guys. See you tonight at 8:30.